We got some breakfast. I don't want to leave this hotel. It's so nice.
So nice.
The bed was so comfy too.
One of the best beds I've ever slept in.
The pillows were really
Or
nice.
I was just really tired, I don't know.
Probably a combination of both.
I wish we had a few more days here, or even one, to check out the pool and the gym, but
So we finished breakfast, and now we're off to see a very famous bridge.
But we're not gonna get there by walking or the train. We're gonna ride in style with these bird scooters. Let's go. This is the best way to view a city, ride scooters. It's fun and you get to see a lot.
Right behind me is the famous Ponte Vecchio Bridge, which if you know Florence, you've been to Florence, you're familiar with it, you know that this is one of the most familiar landmarks of the city. It's beautiful. If you don't know, Ponte means bridge, so it's the old bridge, Vecchio means old, and it actually is at the most narrow point of the river, which is really interesting. So that's why it's very tight. And they built the bridge in the Roman time, so it's actually an ancient bridge. But the one specific thing I'm really excited to share, which I find very interesting, was that during World War II, when the Nazis invaded Florence, they knocked down and demolished every single bridge in the city except this one, which rumor has it was an order by Hitler himself, because I guess you can be a terrible person, do terrible things, but still respect art. Since it was built, it has been a prime spot for artisans, retailers, leather makers, butchers, all sorts of crafts like that, and now it's still kind of the same thing, but it's a little bit pricier than it used to be.
Unfortunately, this is our last day in Florence, and I wish we had more days because this city is magical. I know I said this about Rome, but this is a complete different feel to it. It's more medieval, more Renaissance-y. It feels less ancient, if that makes sense. You can really tell this was the birthplace of the Renaissance. Everything feels a lot more artsy and hip and like. Even like in comparison to Rome, like the food and like the way people are, this is a little more modern, I'd say, versus Rome has kept a lot more of their like old school. It's truly beautiful. Unfortunately the rain caught us again, but at least it's on and off today. And now that we're on the bridge and we're able to see the buildings, how like they're set right by like the side, and it's a more like romantic city. I love it here. I definitely want to come back very soon and explore more, spend some more days, and eat more food, because the truth is we haven't really been lucky with the food because things close in the middle of the day, so that's one thing to know when you are in Italy. So now we're gonna try to find some food. Let's go. that in this trip, we're just gonna see all weather phenomena except the heat wave, because now it's hailing. There's hail. First was rain, now it's hail. I'll take hail, small hail, over rain. Just a few feet away from the main attraction here in Florence, the Duomo, we have found ourselves eating our last lunch here in Florence for this time. And something that I just found out, because Olivia told me that's a very American thing when I thought it was very Italian, is if you're from America and you go to an Italian restaurant, a lot of the times they'll bring you olive oil, balsamic, and Parmesan cheese to put on your plate, just like this. And you dip it and you eat it. The Italians don't do that. The reason why they have olive oil and balsamic by the table is because that's pretty much their number one dressing to go to for most salads. So it's not for dipping the bread, but I still do it because I enjoy some oily bread. Grazie.
Buon appetito.
Okay. Lots of olive oil. Mix it up. This has been our favorite salad here with tuna, olives, greens, tomato, balsamic, and olive oil. So very fitting to have it for our last day in Florence.
So you have different regional breads throughout the country, and in a lot of places just kind of like the table bread you'll get like this. It's very simple. I think this one is the kind where they don't even add salt to it. So it's very plain because you're supposed to embellish it with your other sauces. Something else that's really cool to add is we're literally eating lunch at the complete wall of the Medici Palace.
And right over here, it seems like there was like a secret little door, or not secret, just a convenient door to get in, so you don't have to actually open this every time. That was a delicious salad. Wow, that was really tasty, and we were really hungry.
Got penne al salmone, which is a very simple pasta with cream sauce. So cream, probably a bit of butter, and some cooked smoked salmon. Let's see. It's very good. Nice and warm for this weather too. Also has a little bit of parsley, which is a nice little embellishment. Buon appetito.
And I got the ham tortellini with some white sauce. I believe it's the same white sauce Olivia got. And what we've noticed being in this region, the menus have a lot more tortellini options available, so I think it might be a little more of a specialty here. It looks really good. Alright. Ooh, it has ham on the inside, it's not cheese.
So that's like traditional tortellini.
Oh. The delivery we had yesterday of the tortellini ragu was a bit disappointing, so this is definitely amazing. I love the ratio of meat and cheese within the tortellini is really, really good. And then the sauce is, without being too heavy, it's a very light sauce and tasty at the same time. The flavors are not very overwhelming. So like Olivia said, this is such a nice meal to have on a cold, rainy day like this one. Very comforting food, and I'm ready to finish this plate. Alright, so we left Rome with a bus, and that was the cheapest option. That only cost us about €10 per person, and it took us about 3.5 hours to get to Florence. Due to the lack of time we have in Florence and Milan, we are taking the fast train instead of taking the Flixi bus, which would have taken about 5 hours, and it would have been a bit more economical. But we're thinking about opportunity costs here. So we're going to be taking the fast train, and it will only be an hour and 55 minutes. I'm really excited because I heard so many good things about the fast trains in Italy, and right now we're at the station. It did cost about €55 per person to be in this, but it's worth it to have a little more time in Milan and a little more time in Florence because they're such beautiful cities. And Florence, it's been real. It's been really good, and we'll be back for sure.
I really love these. I had to try them since they have a spritz flavor, which must be new for another second.
How cute is that?
It actually tastes like a spritz. It's kind of weird, but I really like it. And I love pretty little boxes like this.